Basement!
30.97 seconds.
Bays Boys Podcast. Joe Skelly.
Tyler, I don't know.
We're here. We're live.
My chair's squeaking. I don't like it.
Well,
Squeakity squeak, squeak, squeak.
how about you lubricate that thing?
Listen, first of all, I'm not a professional luber. So I can't.
Yeah. They have people.
I tried
that's
once.
their job. You know that, right? Certain industries
I-
have people that's their job.
oh, this could go any way, left or right, right now. But this chair has the little hydraulic thing, and I was going to stick the little WD-40 thing in the hydraulics thing and just hit it, and somebody was like, that's not a good idea. I
Oh,
was
why?
like, oh, I don't. why
Because it
not?
won't have any gription anymore, and you'll sit down in the.
Oh, it just goes up and down?
You'll just
Oh,
take the stick
oh.
right up the old.
I'm not a machinist, so I don't know.
Right.
What
right
happens if you lube the wrong pipe?
Yeah,
Oh.
you'll get. Wow, this just got wild
Yeah.
right off a rip. This
This
went
is going
someplace that's-
backwards.
Yeah.
All right.
this-
Tell us a story, Joe Skelly.
well, it's not even a story. You ever heard of Snake Island? That's not its real
I heard
name.
a snake on a plane.
No, wasn't that Sam Jackson or was
Yeah.
that Ice Cube?
Sam.
It's Sam Jackson because he had a whole series of movies. It was like snakes on a boat, snakes
Yeah.
on a plane.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There was more of them.
Yeah, and
Spiders on a plane.
nobody did like snakes on a windmill.
Oh, my.
Or anything like that, right?
If you used the windmill to cool the world, we wouldn't have snakes.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Yeah.
That's what all those big fans are for, people. It's not to
Right.
It's not to capture electricity. It's to cool down the Earth during global warming.
I got nothing to say, being a snorkel fan and all. But
Right.
anyway, so
Snake Island. It's not its real name. It's off the coast of Brazil, right? And
Is it going to be as bad as it sounds? Because that sounds bad already.
oh, it's terrible.
Oh, dude.
So allegedly, there's some lost Inca gold on this island that was
Okay. Oh.
transported there by
Great.
the conquistadors. They were, or the monks were trying to hide it. Some shit, you know. Anyway, like there's like 12 snakes per square foot on this island.
What?
Yeah, this island is filled with nothing but fucking venomous snakes. Terrible venomous snakes.
Do they just eat each other to reproduce and whatever?
Well, what happens is that they kill all these migratory birds that land on the on the island.
What?
Oh yeah, that's how they survive. And
There's
killing
no fucking way. Why would the birds come back? You think the birds would let other birds know it's not a safe place?
like don't go to this place because only one person survived out of the entire flock last year.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. I forget the actual name of it, but it's like some of the deadliest snakes on the planet all live on this island.
You know, there's some asshole out there videotaping those snakes right now.
Oh,
He's just sleeping in a tent.
well,
He's
no,
like,
no, you can't. You're not even legally. You have to get special permission to set foot on this island
Oh,
from the Brazilian government because they
Really?
don't want to go out there and have to try to rescue somebody.
get the fuck out of here!
Oh yeah,
No, it's labeled here as Snake Island.
yeah, but that's not its name in Spanish. It has a real
Oh yeah,
Spanish
yeah.
name.
Well, I can't do that. It's something grande, also known as Snake Island. So we'll just do it that way.
Yeah,
Is an island off the coast of Brazil in the Atlantic Ocean. It is administered as a part of the municipality of something else in the something else something. Okay, cool.
terrible. So, here's my PSA. While traveling, you know, for your vacation, and you want to go to Brazil, stay the fuck off of Snake Island, because the chances of you surviving on Snake Island are probably slim to none. Just putting that out there.
Here's a Google. I smell Italian subs again. Dude, somebody's got to be cooking outside.
Dude, so weird.
Can you not smell that? It's
No.
so strong.
No, I cannot smell that.
God, it's like fucking Italian sausage somebody's barbecuing down the road. It just keeps wafting through the window in the studio. Just so, okay. So it's difficult to get to this island in the first place, but it's almost impossible to get off alive. About let's see, 20 miles off the coast of Brazil, near a state of something. There's a place so dangerous that it's uninhibited and closed to visitors or tours.
Yeah, uninhabited. Yeah.
What did I say? Yeah,
Uninhibited.
whatever.
You said
Yeah.
the whole island's an exhibitionist.
Yeah. Does Snake Island have snakes on it? Researchers estimate that on the island lives between 1 and 5 snakes per square meter. What
Right. Yeah.
the fuck?
Yep. That's wild. And they're all venomous.
Right.
Like,
It says here that the last people that technically lived there, the lighthouse guy, it's legend that his family was killed by venomous snakes who came through the windows.
if you know,
Yeah.
dude, that's a prison sentence, right? Like, hey, you're gonna run the lighthouse on Snake Island.
Right. You can't even go outside.
You can't go outside, and you have to take a flamethrower with you when you walk down the stairs to the boat landing.
I mean, this island is pretty big, dude. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the one where like the snakes are just falling into the water at the beach?
Oh, I don't know.
I've seen movies about this, but I didn't know this was real. I thought it was just television. Oh, my phone just stopped working. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that picture.
Yeah.
It's just hundreds of snakes
I bet
and
that island
foliage and all
stinks.
kinds of shit.
I bet that island stinks to high heaven.
Yeah, like a reptile fucking cage.
Yeah, but like a 4,000 times worse.
Oh, bro. What? Why?
You're welcome.
Fuck.
You are
Snake
welcome.
Island. Oh, Snake Island flying snake. We're not looking at that right now. I've got enough problems this week. I don't need that shit.
That's
Let's-
nightmare fuel. Snake
This is
Island
nightmare
off the
fuel.
coast of Brazil is fucking nightmare fuel.
Oh, there's no way this picture's real. That looks a little bit photoshooped.
Yeah.
But it's a broad standing amongst a pit of snakes.
Yeah, dude.
And she's just not wearing shoes and she's wearing a bikini and
That ain't real.
there's no way that's real.
Like, how'd they get her out there on that rock?
Right.
What, did they bring her in on a helicopter and lower her down on a
Right.
rope?
And then snap the picture with his iPhone. Dude, why would you? Okay, so what's the purpose of this island? It just exists.
It just
It's
exists.
just an entire ecosystem of fucked uppery.
Yes, pretty much. I mean, there was a lighthouse at one point in time on this island.
Right, which we just established. The guy was eaten by his
And his whole family was killed by venomous snakes that crawled through his windows at night. Yeah.
Dude, I hate snakes. The thought is cool. They look cool. They do cool things, but they're fucking horrible. Like, why would you? Seriously, other than a dog, because most dogs are.
But listen,
What?
now this is coming from the guy who wants to go to the Everglades and hunt pythons.
Who?
You.
Oh man, I just want to make some money. I'll shoot at anything for some money, but that's different.
If that island is that covered, how many snakes do you think are in the Everglades?
Oh, wait, what? Oh, ooh.
yeah, you didn't
so many.
contemplate. You didn't even contemplate that shit.
I figured if there was 9 of us, we could beat one snake. We're not looking at surplus in numbers here. Like,
what was the bounty? What was the biggest bounty? Did we?
I thought
figure
it
out-
was like a couple thousand.
Was it based on length and weight?
Girth,
Right, and then
as all things in the world.
right, and then
Right.
you had to ethically. They were like you had to ethically
Ethically cleanse it. No.
euthanize the snake.
Right.
They had all kinds of bullshit
What's
rules.
up with humans and coming up with ways to pamper things? You need to kill this snake
Gently.
gently. His life's gonna end. Does it really matter?
How? Right.
Right. I mean, I'm not going out there trying to put him on a fucking skewer and like cook him up live or nothing, but
Yeah, no, that I'm not. Dude,
Right.
you couldn't even.
you
know
got
how you would
less
have to cleanse-
restrictions on fucking chicken farms that make chicken nuggets than you do killing a snake in Florida.
This is 100% correct. The only way you would be able to cleanse Snake Island is with napalm.
Napalm. Yep.
And by the way, that might not get all of them
Nope,
because if
they'll
they
be
go
in the
underground, and
Hibernating.
you'll come back 2 days later, and them they have the same amount of snakes on that shits,
Come on, dude. They fucking eat each other. They,
and they just lay eggs all day,
and then they just relay eggs,
all day long.
cannibalizing.
Yeah.
One snake comes over, eats your load of eggs, pumps out another.
Oh,
Bro.
it's just nonstop. Maybe they'll become so inbred that they just become
Should we try
special needs snakes.
Oh, dude. So much shit has just gone sideways here.
It just went sideways.
Maybe we should try to build an expedition to get out there.
No.
There
Dude,
it
we
is.
still need our expedition to get ambergris. We're still waiting on that to happen.
Yeah, but that's hard. This island, we know where it is. We get out there with some fireworks,
some
some
fireworks?
go cameras, some go cams,
Okay, so because fireworks are going to fix the problem of the 42
Fireworks are
bajillion.
just to
Like-
scare them away.
They estimated between 1 and 5 snakes per square meter.
Right.
All right, how
I
many
don't like
square
that.
meters is the island?
I don't know.
Let's calculate this.
Oh, dude, you better be running the calculator.
Okay.
I'm not very good at calculating.
How many square meters is Snake Island?
All right. So under the Google foo, man, my shit is lagging today. You know what? We'll get on the Wi-Fi.
Get on the Wi-Fi.
All right, here we are with the Wi-Fi. Oh, there's a truck going by. I'm froze up. I got nothing in here. Damn it, Bill Gates. This is just wrong. This is just wrong. So Snake Island at 4, we'll say 5 per. Yeah, I'm dead, man. I'm dead in the water. It's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, wait. But this took me to a whole other page that I wasn't even on.
All right.
All right, Snake Island.
Yes.
How big is Snake Island? Population 0. That's how big it is.
You're right.
Right. So highest elevation is 676 feet. Oh, here we go. 4 million square feet. Just put that in.
All right.
This is already fucked. I don't even need to do any more math for that.
That's 20 million snakes.
No, I'm good. I could have just told you this 430 meters right here. That was right there. 430,000 meters times 5 snakes would be the same thing.
430,000
That's what it says. 'Cause
square
they-
meters
yeah.
times, we'll just times 5. That's 2,150,000 snakes.
Our math changed, but I don't care. 2
Right.
million is horrible. 2 million, 20 million, what's the fucking difference?
It doesn't make a difference.
That's too many.
It's way too many. Way too many.
2 million snakes on an island that's not big.
Not that big. It's fucking terrible. Yeah, so you're welcome with that.
Snake Island.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
What do they do with it?
Nothing. Nobody goes there. Nothing happens to it.
All right. The island is the only natural home of the critically endangered venomous Bothrops insularis, golden
Lancer.
lancehead pit viper.
Yeah. Oh, do you know anything about pit vipers?
No.
Pit vipers can jump twice their body length.
That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard, but I believe it. So those are the jumping snakes?
Like, they can jump at you. All pit vipers can jump.
Really?
And they can strike twice their body length away. So if the snake is 7 feet long, it can reach out to you 14 feet away.
I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like this. So this is stupid. On Google, it has one question that says, has anyone ever died on Snake Island? This is their answer, okay? This is how you know Google has got your best interest in consideration here. It says, in 2008, 12 Ukrainian border guards died when their helicopter flying from Odessa to Snake Island crashed, killing all but one on board.
Yeah, that's not...
That has nothing to do with being on Snake Island.
That's Snake Island in the Ukraine.
Oh, so it's a different Snake Island?
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering why that would even matter. How many humans live on Snake Island? Snake Island is uninhabited now, but people used to live...
Uninhabited.
What did I say? Yeah,
Inhibited.
uninhabited.
You get
Now I'm
this
tired
inhibition
today.
thing on your mind.
Period up until the late 1920s, when, according to legend, the local lighthouse keeper and his family were killed by vipers. I'm
Yeah,
good.
fuck all that noise.
I'm good.
Fuck all the noise.
I'm good.
So let's switch
How much
gears.
money do you think we make going over there to grab one of them vipers and bring it back to sell it to somebody?
You just pull up to the shore and get a long stick with some grabbers on it and just reach out and grab one and put it in a bag.
Right.
That's all you'd have to do. Then what are you going to feed it? How are you going to export it? Like, because you got those weirdos that want to own those venomous snakes, right?
Lancehead pit viper.
That's like that one lady you said that she had one and she would let it out of its cage while she was cleaning its
Bro.
cage, and then they found her because her blood turned to jelly after it bit her underneath the couch.
Bro. Right.
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
good question. But I got something for you.
Okay.
Change gears.
Okay.
You familiar with Easter Island?
Easter Island?
Yeah, it's got the big statue heads all over it, right? There's no trees on the island.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's off the coast of South America,
Right.
right? Oh, no, that's the Galapagos. Anyway, Yeah, maybe it's over there too. So Easter Island, right? They thought they was just giant stone heads all over the island.
Yeah.
Scientists dug down and found out they're actually full-size statues.
Oh yeah. I saw the pictures for that.
That's
wild.
legit. Right. Like what? Nobody figured that shit out before?
Nobody cared.
Right. Yeah, nobody cared.
They took it at face value, so to speak.
Right. So they didn't do their
'Cause
research.
They didn't dig it out.
Yeah, and then finally they got a bunch of guys with some entrenching tool shovels, and they went out there and dug it out, and it turns out they're all full-size statues. That's wild.
Yeah, what do you think those statues were for?
I've heard all kinds of explanations on those statues. I don't know which one's right, which one's wrong.
Who made them?
The inhabitants of the island.
Is that true, you think?
What do you think? Fucking UFOs came down and made them?
I mean, at this point in time, I would believe anything.
Right. Well, based on the fact
Necropants,
that,
Snake Islands.
based on what the fuck the government's
Dude,
slowly
I'm just-
releasing information
Right.
about UFOs
Oh,
now.
UFOs, heart programs.
Oh,
is there
heart-
anything not to believe? Like, what do
Yeah,
you?
Yeah.
What can you say? So check this out. To get back to what we were saying, the golden pit viper. I'm not going to read the rest of it.
Lancehead pit viper.
Right. This is crazy because when I asked earlier what they were living off of, Joe Skelly's response was birds. To which my response was, how the fuck does a snake on the ground get a bird out of the sky?
Yes.
Which makes kind of but no sense. But here it is, dude. It literally says that they prey on perched birds.
Yeah, birds perch on a tree branch.
That's fucking crazy.
So birds land on
Do
the
you
trees.
think that the birds go there to eat the dead snakes and that's why it continues to bring them back and then that's a whole life cycle?
I'm not sure. I don't know
Because
why
it just makes no sense. You would think that, like,
over time the birds would learn not to go there.
would say, hey, look, we keep going down and losing 10 of our party. Every time we fucking make this pit stop, somebody disappears. Right?
Like we made it across the ocean with Tony. We make a
Right.
pit stop 90 miles
Tony's
off the coast.
missing.
He comes up missing. What the fuck?
Right. Kind of like the triangle for us, you know? That's kind of like the
What,
thing.
the Bermuda
Yeah,
Triangle, but
that's
yeah, we
kinda
still
the
keep
joke.
going down there.
Right. That kind of the joke when you're growing up is, you know, avoid the Bermuda. Like, you think that's what that would build is that legacy.
Right.
Avoid this.
Or like I avoided wanting to have anything to do with quicksand because of all the movies,
Right.
TV shows I watched growing up.
You know, I saw a meme the other day that was directly correlated, like said things that we thought were going to be big issues growing up that are not, and one of them was quicksand. I was like, I can't believe there's more people
Listen,
who thought about
I'm not
this.
the only person. I can't be the only person that I thought that growing up that quicksand was going to be a bigger issue than it turned out to be.
I thought, again, and we've discussed this, I thought it would be a bigger interest once we got into the job and like they were sending you to other countries. I was like, okay, this could be an issue if you went to another country for work.
And right, and they just got quicksand everywhere.
Right.
Right.
And I was like, I'll just be, you know,
I better learn how to
pumping
deal
through
with
a
this.
jungle and I hit some quicksand or something. Like, I don't know.
I better learn how to deal with this shit quick.
Right. Do we have any quicksand? Yeah, no pun intended. Do we have any quicksand? Do we even have any quicksand? Did we look that up one day?
Yeah, you
We
have
did,
quicksand
right?
in the U.S. There's quicksand in the U.S.
All you got to do is lay there, though.
Right, just lay down.
Float on your back.
Yeah, and like swim
Which it
out
makes
of it.
sense.
Yeah, swim out of it.
That does make sense. It makes less sense now when you think about the science of the movies, because where's the bottomless pit going to? Is it like a drain that's piping the sand down and then out over here, and the sand seeping in over on this side and going through it doesn't make any sense. So it does make sense that you could swim out of it.
Right.
Although
And
somehow,
and as I read, most quicksand's not deep enough to drown you.
oh, even better. So I could just
Stand up.
have a little bit of fun and swim in it and then get out.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Nobody told Atreyu that. Could pull this horsey out
Right.
or whatever.
Oh,
that
for what
fucking movie.
What was that movie?
That's that.
Danny Trejo?
No, remember the old kids movie with the big flying dog? And that dude's like, Atreyu, and his horse is like drowning in mud and shit. You
Oh
remember.
no.
It's a kids movie from the 80s or 90s or whatever.
With a flying dog?
Yeah, with the big flying dog.
What the fuck? Was David Bowie in that one?
Probably. That was back when
He was still
hair
Ziggy
bands were leading in everything.
and he was still Ziggy Stardust.
Right.
What if it
Formerly known
how come
as.
how come they didn't choose Robert Smith to
Bro.
be any of those movies?
Did you?
Robert Smith was the original Edward Scissorhands.
Right. He looked really good when he started out, too. He looks a little bit crazier now.
Just a little
He
more.
looks a little bit more.
Like he enjoys pate.
Yes. That's what we'll say. That
He
is
enjoy-
what we'll say.
He enjoys pate, prime rib, mashed
Right.
potatoes
So
with
here's
with cream cheese in them.
I've always had this thought or like theory in my head about styles and how funny it is where your physique can totally change the vibe of a style, right?
Where it looks
So
really
if you
good
get
on
right, you look really good
Ethiopian
on
skinny
like
people,
right?
but it doesn't look so
and
good
then you
on
get
heavy
on a
set
thicker
people.
boy, and you're like, well, I'm not so sure.
Like maybe you should.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like today's current sport vibe. Like, listen, my guy, I don't care how much Under Armour you put on. We both know you're not sweating in that.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Right.
But it was like who was
But
it?
his whole thing changed because he went from like skinny Edward Scissorhands, sexy looking goth to my aunt who's missed most of her lips with the lipstick.
right.
And I love me some Robert Smith.
But it's
So
adjust your style a little.
a little bit.
Well, who's what? Comic Chameleon, the Culture Club.
Boy George.
Boy George. Have you seen him recently?
No, is it bad?
You know what? He's kind of aged with like he's adjusted his fashion. Like he's still wild, but he's adjusted his fashion, I guess, to go with, if you will, his body type.
Right. Has he?
Kind of like he's not trying to jam himself in latex or anything weird.
All right, let's he's not trying to jam himself in latex. Wait, who do we know that's doing that right now?
I'm just saying.
Is anybody doing that right now?
I don't know. If you're a fan of wearing latex and you're listening, write the show.
Bro, what the fuck? Don't be inviting no weirdos out and shit. Hey, if you got some latex in a bathtub that's made for dry storage, wait a minute, what? You got one of them tubs that we can just relax in. No, got no water hooked up to it. You don't need that. That's
Lord.
fucking scary. We're going up. Oh my goodness, these fucking pictures that he's showing me. So this is a picture of Boy George. Is that him on the far left? Do you think that's him?
Yes.
He doesn't look so bad.
No.
I mean, he looks like Fred Durst's cross-dressing cousin.
Right.
But
do you think he has that oversized hat on to draw your attention away from something else? All you see is from the shoulder up.
it's
in
not
that picture.
helping. Yeah, it's not. He looks a little bit older in that one.
Right.
It's not helping.
Yeah. Well,
Listen, but here's the thing,
he's
though.
still a fashionista.
I was just gonna say, it doesn't matter what my guy does. He's gonna be baller.
Yeah, he's gonna
That's
be
the
baller.
whole point. Once you've established on that road of you can do whatever the fuck you want, it doesn't matter unless you're Steven.
Right. Now he was on that TV show like The Voice or something where you
Who?
Boy George. Yeah, when you're one of the judges and they come up and they have to sing original music and all that, whatever that show was. He was Gwen
Really?
Stefani did it for a while. That's where she met the country music guy.
Really?
Yeah,
You know, I've been wondering about that.
that's
I
where
keep
that
waiting for her to hit me back, but it's never happened.
happened. Dude, I keep sending tweets from Bays Boys during
Right.
We're-
She's like,
you
"Fuck
should-
you
There's
guys."
there's no love. We're like,
Right.
Gwen, bring your
Man,
Harajuku girls by.
I've been following her around like a puppy since day one.
Oh yeah.
And we're from, no, I'm not using the term loosely, but from the same city, so it's unavoidable
Then
that
at
she
some
wasn't
point,
going to be all over the place.
right?
the
So
radio.
because you're from the same city, you figured you'd cross paths at some point.
Oh, no, yeah, no. I was like, she must
Like
live
when you
I
were on your
remember-
8-hour bus trip around the
Right.
city, like
I
she was
remember
just gonna get on.
I remember being a little kid and being like, she's got to be around here somewhere, guys. Right? Like,
we
look,
should be able to totally be.
look
able to
how
find
she
her.
dresses. She's got to be hanging out in somebody's garage somewhere. Like, that's all I thought about. Like, man, where do you think she is? Or just being in one side of the city and being like, is there another part of the city I don't know about that is hidden where all the rock stars are?
I've looked all over the city and I
Right.
cannot find Gwen Stefani.
I can't find this fucking little blonde-haired broad
Right, I can't
in
find
Southern
her nowhere.
California. It's so hard,
Oh, that's too funny.
But yeah, that country guy, man.
Yeah, but he scored. He scored, bro.
Him and Gavin.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's Tony, who's the original bassist or whatever from the band.
Oh,
They-
that's right.
They were together forever.
Yeah.
That's what that whole album is about.
Oh, Nigel just liked a picture I posted on
He lives.
the podcast Instagram
Shout out
page.
to Nigel
Shout out to Nigel. You're still alive. We're happy
for
We're happy.
living.
Yeah, we're happy
You
that
think-
you didn't
do you-
die while Bigfoot hunting.
Bro, it's not even about Bigfoot hunting. You could just be happy old boy didn't die in general from what he's doing, all that crazy shit.
Oh yeah.
Run out there by himself,
Oh yeah.
doing whatevers.
Yeah, my man's kind of wild. My man is kind of wild.
He is crazy. I don't know. He's on the level. He's on another level of get it done type of mentality, isn't he?
crazy smart.
He was like, I was hiking, went 40 miles in by myself. I'm like, what'd you just say?
Sank up to my neck in
Yeah.
snow.
Didn't know where I was.
So then I had to self-rescue
So right.
because nobody was going to find
Oh
me till the
my.
spring.
Oh my. Right. I'm like, we could take him to the woods.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. He's not afraid either.
No, he'll love it.
He is not afraid to do that mess.
Are you afraid of the woods, Joe Skelly?
No,
Don't lie.
I am not. I've had some strange experiences in the woods that are very difficult to explain, but I'm not afraid. I was in the woods at one point in time where I was spidey senses were tingling while I was out there
Was it recent?
a couple years ago,
Oh, good.
and I
Was
thought
it-
it might be a bear coming out of hibernation.
Fuck.
Like
You thought you woke
no,
Yogi Bear up in the
they were
middle of
coming.
his
They,
nap?
no, they were all coming out of hibernation at that point in time, and where I was, like all of a sudden the woods went silent. There was no chipmunks, no squirrels, no birds, no nothing. Right, it was dead silent for
Right.
like 3 fucking hours straight.
Right,
Like you could hear a pin drop.
right,
That is not normal by any means, right?
right.
So there I am walking around going, "Hey bear," like every 20 feet. "Hey bear," because the last thing you want to do is surprise a bear, right? So you make noise. so
Yeah, I've
they-
been watching a lot of these videos of dudes yelling at him when they're coming up to him.
Oh yeah, see, certain bears you can punk out.
Oh,
Well,
Yogi Bear.
allegedly, yeah, Yogi Bear,
Right.
you punk his ass
He's
out,
the only one.
right? However, in talking with Pony Boy said that it was most likely not a bear; it was probably a panther.
Jesus.
And then I was being stalked for like 3 hours.
Right.
That was
What do you do for that? Like, what do you do in a situation like that? You're in trouble. You see that video of that couple hiking with their kids and the bear started following them?
yeah.
Right. What do you do for that?
Keep moving, right? Maybe it'll
You're
lose
not
interest.
out running it.
Right. No, you know they can run like 35 miles an
Right. Up a tree.
hour.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
You can't outclimb them.
No.
Look, I'll tell you what the National Forest Rangers told me in Alaska. You can't outclimb them. You can't outrun them. The only way you could possibly outrun a bear is downhill and you make a sharp right or sharp left because they can't corner and their weight will just continue to, and they'll roll down the hill.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
I'm dead serious. They said the best piece of advice we can give you is lay down, pretend to be dead.
Oh,
I was like,
I've
like
heard
the
that too.
fucking cartoons. He was like, yeah.
Right.
And I'm like,
And then they're supposed to get bored with you.
yeah.
What if
fuck.
old boy just starts eating you?
Right.
I don't understand that because I've heard that in multiple movies and have looked it up where people tried it, but I'm like,
And they all got jacked up.
what if old boy? Right,
They all got jacked up.
bears aren't stupid. They can tell that you're sitting there breathing, not moving.
They're like, this
happened,
this
little toy?
motherfucker's faking it.
Right. Let me poke him. I'll just a little tiny. Oh, there's your rib. Sorry. Like,
Mm,
how's that working?
yeah, bear spray. Sometimes it works.
Fuck
sometimes,
out of here with bear spray.
Sometimes it
Listen,
works. Sometimes it
Here's
doesn't.
our PSA right now. First of all, if you look at humans, what's the number one thing they teach about sprays other than the fact that number one, they're not really going to work on some people? That's number one.
This is
You're
fact.
just going to piss the fucking bear off.
Oh, right.
But here's the one that nobody ever knows about whenever I run into people that have it. I'm like, oh, you ever sprayed yourself? No. Well, what's going to happen when you're accidentally downwind and hit yourself with that fucking spray?
Yeah, you light
Okay,
yourself up. You
right.
spray that bear
So
and that
you're-
wind blows it right back in
So
you.
you're out in the woods. You're fucking afraid of this bear. He's 15 feet away. You're fucking cock diesel, ready to go. Your girl's behind you. She's squealing, right? Titties all hanging out because you've just been doing the hibbity dibbity and you heard this bear
Oh,
rolling up.
it's-
Right, right.
You got
So
caught with
you're
your
out
pants
with
down?
right. So you're out with your bear mace, 15 feet away. You're like, bear, you're screaming, go the fuck away, right? You're trying to make all these noises. He's standing there staring at you. Bitch is screaming behind you, titties rubbing on your back. You think it's all kinds of weirdness. You hit that fucking button, the wind shifts, and all that mace comes into you and your girl. And then it's just you screaming.
Which is like drawing the Right, drawing the bear's attention even more.
Right.
He's like,
So-
oh, this looks
so
like a
that's-
challenge.
So that's my question. In all the fucking videos we know and we've seen, training, whatever, all these dudes have been hit by mace on accident, right? And you always hear about, oh, we were in this fucking whatever. And I shot it in an elevator. I've met a dude who did that. Idiot. Right? Like, I tried to mace him in the elevator. There was 3 of you. What the fuck were you? Plus him. Like, what did you
Right.
think was gonna happen,
You just turned that into a hot
Right.
box.
bro? That fucking bear mace in your face, and now you've got to
Ugh.
worry about you can't see, and the bear is still here.
Right, and it's burning your face and your eyes, and you're snotting all over yourself.
I want to know if anybody's ever successfully administered and used bear mace.
If you've been successful in deploying bear mace and it deterred a bear, write us.
A real bear.
A real bear.
I don't want to know if you shot it at some fucking 40-pound fucking cub. Okay, that's
Right.
not
Or the other kind of bear.
right.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Like, I don't want to hear that
So-
you bear sprayed the other bear. Okay, I don't want to
Right,
hear anything
right,
about
right.
that.
I want to know. I mean, I just don't see it, man. Mace is so antiquated. Like, who's still using that shit?
Oh, they don't. Well, if you certain
And bear mace.
certain institutions don't use mace. That's like
Right.
That's mace is like hot sauce for your taco, right?
It is.
The stuff that they're using now in certain institutions is called venom. And that stuff's
Oh,
nasty.
yeah.
That stuff's
Oh
nasty.
yeah, you did talk about this before off mic before.
Right.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
That stuff's
I'm good.
nasty.
One and done is what I say.
Yeah.
One and done. You hit me once.
Woo.
I know what it's like. I know I don't want to use it.
They're like, that venom's like 5 times hotter than any.
How could it, bro?
And you can get it in that small fire
Oh
extinguisher.
hell no! Imagine that's your weapon. I'm good.
Dude, you're going to fog everything, including yourself and your lungs.
Right.
Yeah. Not,
And but just bro, venom bear mace is not a thing. I don't think that should be a thing.
but they still give it to park rangers.
Fuck out of here. Do they really?
Yes, they do. I seen one try to spray a bear with it.
What if you just piss the bear off?
Well, you better be able to.
You want to get that one bear who's completely immune to bear mace?
It's going to be like.
He's
what?
he's like licking his face while he's coming towards you.
Right.
Ugh.
Now you
Now I have
gotta turn
seasoning.
into Mike Tyson and get to boxing it like he tried
Bro,
to fight that
oh
gorilla,
my God.
or wanted to.
Shout out to the zookeeper who saved Mike's life.
That's right. Shout out to the zookeeper who saved Mike Tyson's life.
We don't know where you are or who you are, but we'd like to hear from you.
That would
if
be
you
a
want to
great.
write us,
Hey, I wonder if they made him sign a non-disclosure agreement.
just to approach him.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, we want to talk to you, but you got to sign this.
No. If Mikey's people made him
Oh,
sign an NDA.
Right.
Here's $50,000. Shut the fuck up. Don't talk
Right.
about this to
Let's-
anybody for the
right.
next 30
Let's
years.
just see if we can do this. Can we make this happen?
No, because they didn't want the story getting out. They're like, you're not allowed to talk about it. Here's $50K to keep your silence.
Well, then he comes back and tells them, like, I don't think it's a good idea. And they're like, all right, just keep your shit.
Yeah.
You've already signed the paperwork.
Right.
Bro, that's chomping.
Yeah.
Okay, so recap. If you used bear mace on anybody, yourself, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your auntie, or a bear.
Don't take a shower afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
Do
okay.
not take a shower.
Not-
See, it
so-
being oil based, when you try to
Oh,
wash it off in the
oh.
shower,
oh,
it'll run down
Yeah.
over the entirety
yeah.
of your body to those very sensitive bits.
so I knew one chick who was with us who got hit with pepper spray, and she'd been hit before, and so she was like, oh, I'm kind of used to it. I'm just gonna take a shower right after, and she did that,
Oh,
and it fucking ruined her eyes, and from that point on, the following like next year or so, she told me basically every time she showers, her eyes were burning, and I don't know if that's like her brain.
that's her
like,
brain, dude.
right.
Right.
But she
Because,
couldn't.
look,
But she basically said it ruined showers so much that all that shit got into her face again that she couldn't handle getting water in the shower in her eyes anymore. That's what she said. I was like, that's fucking sad.
As somebody who has been sprayed previously,
yeah.
the best.
I just waited 3 days.
listen. The best thing to do is just bend over at the waist, have
Hose it.
somebody pour buckets of water over
Or
the back
milk.
of your head,
You
right,
could do the milk thing.
and put a fan on so it blows the water away from you,
Right.
right.
So you're not inhaling all your delicious spicy water.
and just suck it up for the.
I
next,
just did the fire hose.
yeah. Suck it up for the next
water hose.
Suck it up for the next 30 minutes.
Right. And then just be good.
You'll be good.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Because it's not a fun experience if you've never had it.
I didn't know.
Look, I know
you'd
people.
been
I know
sprayed.
people. I know people that've been sprayed. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
I saw a kid get sprayed 3 times. Did nothing to him. I was like, oh.
Oh, you're
That
one
was-
of those people.
Right. That's
Taser, taser, taser.
Right. Taser, taser, taser. Click, 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 click. Right. That's when I was like, oh, I don't think this is good.
Yeah.
This is not good.
No, there are weirdos out there. I know a guy, right? I know a guy whose dad could take heat like nobody's business, right? He used to order the jelly that they used to make pepper spray out of and
dude.
make it into hot sauce.
Oh, that's just gross.
He
That
would-
dude's fucking colon is like,
Dude, he would cut it with Tabasco.
no.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I need something to weaken it up. Tabasco. Ugh.
That's wild as fuck. So, we've talked about Snake Island.
Nope.
We've talked about Easter Island.
Not good.
Somehow we get on the topic of bears
Mace.
and bear mace.
Bear mace.
Yeah.
Yep. I think we were talking about the woods again.
Oh, going into the woods
Yeah.
Bigfoot
And
hunting.
Nigel. Yep.
with Nigel.
You
Right,
think he
right,
took-
right.
Oh, we're going to have to ask him if he took Bigfoot mace. That's a thing.
Look, if you popped Bigfoot with bear mace,
You're going to die.
you're going to die, dude. He's going to do that double overhand
Right. Chopping.
hammer smash like a
Right.
gorilla
right.
right on the top of your nugget and just
Right.
shatter your spine.
Yeah, he's done.
Shatter your spine.
You're done.
Dude, if a gorilla, a 475-pound gorilla can lift 4,000 pounds,
Right.
what do you think a 9-foot Bigfoot could lift?
Dude, how crazy is that?
Right? What do you think that fucker could lift?
Right.
That dude would
And
be...
he's not been in a cage
Right, I'm
or
telling
a
you.
container chilling for
Right.
the last 10 years.
Like,
at the
he's been training.
San Diego Zoo.
Right,
Right.
he's
He's,
been
just
training.
running around doing pull-ups. He ain't got nothing better to do.
Running down deer and breaking their neck and eating them.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
We're going sideways. Pit vipers and everything.
Pit vipers and everything. Well, this, you know what? I blame Nigel for
Blame.
this.
Right. I was just going to say blame Nigel.
It's not my fault. It's Nigel's fault.
Yeah. We thought you were gone. We
But
didn't
you're
know where
back.
you were. Right.
You're back, and
So
we're
we're
happy
good.
for that.
Right.
There we go.
30, 97 seconds. Everything.
Everything.